do stand-up, one of the things you're supposed to do when you come on stage is like talk about your appearance. Like if you're really fat, you're supposed to come on and be like, oh man, I'm so fat. Like I look like Danny DeVito eating a bridge, or just like something pithy like that. Or if like you've got a beard, or you're American, or you're middle class, or if anything else is wrong with you, you've got something to talk about. But the problem with me is I'm a bit too brilliant, so I don't know what to say. And it's pretty much the subject of my show is my own excellence. I've been writing brilliant books recently. Like I just wrote a history of food, because lots of people don't know that food has got this really long history that goes back for like ages. It actually goes all the way back to biblical times. Because like lots of people don't know that when God first invented Adam, like, he gave him millions of willies. He was like a willipede, but that was too many. So as we all know from Genesis, they were all like cleverly disguised with foliage. So he took all but one off, and they became stuffed vine leaves. And you can still buy them in Waitrose to this very day. Also hummus. Yeah, hummus was invented in the 1800s. And what they did was they got porridge, and they made it slightly more savoury, and then addictive only to single women. And it was shredding. And there's a man called John Tradiscott. He invented olives by adding evil to grapes. So it's got a long history. A lot of the books that I've been writing, they do have like religious themes. Like I noticed the popularity of the Good News Bible, so I wrote a competitor, the Bad News Bible. But it hasn't been selling very well, which I think is maybe because it's too short. Because it's basically like the Bad News Bible. Oh man, I don't think he's coming back. There's the bad news right there. I tell you who did come back. Take that. I love them so hard. I was so devastated when they split up. Like, I really wanted to kill myself, but I was just too much of a wimp. Like, I couldn't actually go through with it. But then 9 years later, they got back together, and I was like, "Gotcha, girls that commit suicide!" Ah! In their faces. Who's the real winner? But then I had a realisation. So I realised that Take That are a bit like Jesus because they came back from the dead. But then I thought that is not quite right. So I thought Take That are a bit like Jesus, but without the hand injuries. But then that is not right either, because they came back without Robbie. And he, of course, was the funny one. So I thought Take That are a bit like Jesus, but without the hand injuries. If when Jesus came back, he was a fifth smaller and didn't know any jokes. That's it. Albert Einstein reckons that a perfect metaphor is a sign of genius. Guess he doesn't need to do the Mensa test. Hey, Jesus, tell us a joke. Go on, a dirty one. The wise man builds on rock, the fool on sand. That's rubbish. You lost it, you suck. Can I have a plaster? And then that's my short play about Easter. I know what you're thinking, Sarah, you should be a professional playwright. I haven't got time. At all, I can tell you one other thing though. I've invented something, and it's this. Probably only of any real interest to the ladies, but when you're getting dressed, if you put your knickers on inside out and wear them, there's like this handy minge pocket that you can use at the front. It's just big enough for like a Werther's Original or pound. It stays in there all day. I invented it. I would say come and see my show, but it's probably already sold out anyway. See you later.